There for a few days. I'm about to start a training on how to write proposals for USA. But I wanted to share some time with you at PSI. I wanted to be here for a couple of days, and I'd like to share with you a little bit of our experience in Central America and in LAC with working groups. So basically the dynamic, this is what we sent out, this is what we wanted to talk about a little bit today, but I would really want this to be an open conversation. So if you have an idea, or if you've had an experience of something that's worked or that hasn't worked, you just want to jump in and make a comment, this is an open discussion. It's just to talk a little bit about how we communicate in the region, how we improve that type of communication. And a lot of what we do in Central America, we have a regional office based out of Guatemala City, is very closely aligned to a lot of the things that you all do at PSI. We're a team based out of Guatemala City, and we've got a backstopping team here as well that helps our platforms in the region with a lot of different areas. Some of it is regarding diversifying the financial base. Another one of our, this is our statement of purpose, by the way, another of the things that we do is facilitate dialogue, best practices, communication. We do a lot of monitoring and evaluating performance as well, which many of you probably do. And we provide technical assistance as well as other opportunities, economies of scale, things that can be done on a regional basis, as opposed to having each platform in Central America carry out, for example, a campaign. We might do it regionally and then we save some money. But I wanted to highlight the ones that apply to communicating and the working groups. We have to facilitate this dialogue, and we have to create a way that we're communicating better within the Central American and the Latin American region, and support these areas through the working groups. So what went on? In early of 2010, we decided to set our MBOs, and this was an idea specifically Barry's idea. I think some of you might know Barry. He's our regional director, and what he really wanted us to do was to identify counterparts in each platform that we could discuss and sort of create better channels of communication with. And he wanted us to create, lead, and routinely convene pan-regional functional working groups. Functional is big here. He really wanted us to make these active, to make them ongoing, so that we could really provide better support to the platforms in the region. So this is what happened. Each area created its own working group. We have a sales and distribution working group led by our regional sales manager. We have a BCC working group, we have a public relations working group, a research working group, MIS, admin and finance, and HR. So each of us that leads these different areas was asked to reach out to a key contact person in each platform and make sure that we could start these working groups. And going beyond Central America was also something that we were asked to do. We wanted to include the rest of LAC, and then as well as people within PSI. Part of me being here and sharing this with you is I think that we've done this pretty well. This is new for us in 2010, and I think that one of the things that makes these working groups work is the fact that we have a lot of regional plans, regional strategies that help guide our activities. And they're pertinent and they're relevant to the people that are working in each platform, so they want to talk about these things. These are things that are important to them. We have a regional sales strategy, which we started in 2010. So this is something that sort of guides the discussion in the sales and distribution marketing group. As far as PR, we also have a regional PR strategy. The BCC team has a lot of manuals that they work with different target populations. So on a regular basis, these are the things that they want to talk about. They want to be able to discuss with someone at a regional level how they feel about the new youth manual, for example, input, what it's like actually implementing it in the field. And they want to have a chance to sort of express how they feel about things. I think something that's happened in the past is that as a regional team, some of the platforms feel like, oh, the only thing the regional office does is ask us for things. There's tight turnaround, and then, you know, we never feel like we get to say, or we don't get a say in any of the strategies or the things that we're implementing. So something, just opening that dialogue and that channel really helps them feel more of a part of what we're doing. And this is something that I think has helped a lot. In admin and finance, there's already an administrative manual, but something that their working group is working on is developing updates to that manual and sort of modifications that are tailored to each country. So they sit.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, I didn't
Finish your sentence. Yes. Finish your sentence.
So basically they convene, I think it's on a monthly basis, and Lena is here with us, and she's part of this working group. And I know that they convene regularly to talk about how they're going to tailor certain chapters or certain parts of this manual to each country. So, go ahead.
So are these things relevant to all of LAC, or are some of them only related to PASMO? So for example, a regional sales strategy. Is it really a regional sales strategy that includes Haiti and Trinidad and
No, these were originally developed for PASMO,
yeah.
but something that we've done is pull into the discussion and have people from the rest of the region to be able to sit in and listen on the conversation. Sometimes it's applicable to them. Something that happened with the PR strategy and the PR working group is that we incorporated the Dominican Republic, even though it was designed for PASMO. I know the Dominican Republic joined in, Mexico joined in, and we have some people from PSI who are also in, and then we've shared that with them, and then they realize, well, hey, this kind of applies to what I'm doing. Or once they're in the discussion, I've had someone in the Dominican Republic say, a lot of the things that's happening in Central America are things that are happening to me. The way I'm perceived by donors, the way I'm perceived by government. A lot of your PR plans on a country basis have helped me develop my own PR plan. Or they just want to join in on the discussion and hear what kind of things are going on in the rest of the region. So we share the strategies with them. They were originally developed for Central America, but we didn't want to exclude the rest of the countries from sort of joining in. I just got a message from Barry recently asking me about these working groups because he wanted us to include Caribbean and Haiti as well. One of the things is that these groups right now work in Spanish. That's actually, I think it's something that's made it a favorable environment.